I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Pats are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Raiders defense that will need to be on its game. With that, let's send you up to a snowy Foxborough, Massachusetts, where we'll check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis at Gillette Stadium.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
We're ready. Red 18. Red 18. Come on, baby. Alert.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Here we go.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Shift together here from the D-line.
Right, here we go.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Latavius Murray. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
On third and long, it's Carr. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Langford. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back to throw now on first down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hard throw, incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. Now 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. Again, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. Third down here. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Fresh set of downs here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Travis Carey there to make the tackle. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Murray the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Carr now on first down. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They'll try and set up the screen.
Watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 43. And pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. 18 yards there and a first down. So they're on that play offensively. They were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth-down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Carr now on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
All right, here we go. Wide and Yates. Wide and Yates. Here we go. Hey, we go ready. We ready.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Finding time. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We ready. Red 18.
From the gun now on third down. Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
All right, here we go.
What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
All right, here we go.
Carr to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Carr now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run here. It's Murray. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here, because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, Murray. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw, it's Carr. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And on 2nd and 10 now. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game. No game.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Carr on the bootleg. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A very solid gain of 27. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Now it's Langford. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
That's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Murray. And some room to work. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Murray. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? Have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
He'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, Langford uses the stiff arm. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's worked.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So 2nd and 10 here. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play,
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
A run from the pistol with Langford. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
This is Lewis. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They slot Gronkowski outright. They go with Murray again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run with Murray. Latavius Murray past the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get